Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone as we honor this evening my friend Carol Remigio Righetti. Carol is the type of person who can only be described as strong. She is strong in her love of family, her faith, and her friends. She is passionate about her Italian-American heritage, and to those of us who know her well, good food and great clothes. She also usually has very strong opinions. So strong is the best word that I can think of to describe Carol. Carol was born and raised in the Briar Hill neighborhood on the north side of Youngstown. She attended St. Anthony of Padua School, Ursuline High School, and the Youngstown State University. She has dedicated her professional career for working for the people in the city of Youngstown and Mahoning County. Carol is the current Mahoning County Commissioner. Carol gives tirelessly to others. Her time and talent as a leader is always given without hesitation. She is strong in her Catholic faith and her Italian-American heritage, as I mentioned. As a lifelong member of St. Anthony of Padua Church, she supports the church through hard work and dedication, and I can tell you when she speaks to someone who might be a businessman, she does not hesitate to ask for a donation. It's always all about her church. And it's always about the good of the church and promoting the church. Like most Italians, Carol puts her family first. But if you're a friend of Carol's, you become part of her family as well. She is by far the busiest person that I know. There is never a day, I'm sure, where she is able to go home directly after work. There's always a meeting or a dinner or even a wake to attend. But she never fails. She goes where she needs to go and gets it done. And she's always where she needs to be, and that's important. But with Carol, as I said, it's always about family. Also, when there's family, there's food. And when you stop at her house, no matter what the time of day, there's always coffee and some sort of Italian treat. But as you sit at the kitchen table, as I've done many times, I'm always amazed by the amount of food that little by little appears on the table. By the time you realize it, you've had an entire meal. There's probably a glass of wine involved depending on the time of the day. And if you're drinking your coffee, there's always the offer of a little bit of sambuca to put in your coffee to end your meal. So with Carol, it's all about food, it's all about family, and she makes you feel like part of her family, that's for sure. And speaking of her home, while I've never personally seen Carol's closet, she admits to having a few clothes. Her husband Frank could attest to the degree that she has a collection of clothing in her closet, but Carol, let it be known, likes to dress. She is always very well put together. Her style is very classic. But Carol has shared her love of clothes in other ways as well, and her love of clothes and fashion has turned into a fundraiser that she began many, many years ago with organizing and creating the St. Anthony Altar and Rosary Society Annual Style Show. For greater than 15 years, the event has raised a significant amount of money for the church. And without Carol's leadership and love of clothes, the great success of this event would not be possible. Carol is a very dedicated civil servant as well. She has worked for Mahoning County, as I said, has held the position of 4th Ward councilperson in the city of Youngstown for a number of years, and presently is the Mahoning County Commissioner. When she was elected, her dedication to the continued growth of the Mahoning Valley is very evident. It's strong, as she is, but the people of the Mahoning Valley will always come first. I'm very proud to call myself being a friend of Carol Remigio Righetti. Whether you know her personally or professionally, you're not going to find another person whose strength and commitment to family, faith, food, fashion, and friendship, nothing can equal that. Again, thank you for your attention. Have a good evening.